LJ, and I'm back again tonight to shoot a video for everyone in the VC, but most specifically for someone that asked me to show my punk collection, and that was Joe Spencer. Joe Spencer is a member of the VC, has been for a long time. He's in the UK, and Joe's a great guy. Just a great guy. Joe's got a great punk collection. A lot of you probably know Joe. He goes back and forth, does a lot of comments with Joseph O'Donnell music on his threads, and overall, Joe's just a fun guy to watch. So he had asked me a long time ago when I was gonna pull out some punk records and show them. So Joe, I did pull some stuff out. I don't have a huge punk collection. Joe, you're a punk authority by all stretch of the imagination. You have a fantastic collection. Mine's very small. I don't listen to much punk anymore, but I do still have some stuff. Some of it I've had for years and years and years, since high school when I was a lot more into punk and metal. Metal stayed, punk kind of fell off the map for me, but anyways, right, so here we go. Just a little nod to Joe. Real quick, so I've shown this before. This is The Clash, Sandinista, whatever. This is a 3 LP set, and this pretty well covers just about, it comes with a booklet. This covers just about all genres of music. This is really a trip through calypso, reggae, pop, rock, punk, you name it. Keep these moving fast. The Clash, Combat Rock, very popular album. Should I Stay or Should I Go? Rock the Casbah. It's a really good Clash LP. One of their last best. And this is one I picked up over the summer. This is Clash Cut the Crap. This is probably everyone's least favorite Clash LP. Bit of a different band, changing lineup at this point. Kind of their swan song. I don't think it's a bad album, it's just not the best. And the one that to this day I still need a new copy of on vinyl, I don't know what happened to it along the way, is London Calling. I have the CD, I just don't have it on vinyl anymore. If anyone has a double they want to get rid of, hit me up. Let's see, we have the Ramones, and this is End of the Century. So this has an alert to me to still hang on to, because I listened to it a lot back in the day. It's produced by Phil Spector, which I always thought was cool that he worked with the Ramones. It's Ramones, End of the Century. And Ramones, Road to Ruin. This is 1978, so just before End of the Century. This is a pretty good record. I haven't listened to either one of these in quite a while, but I want to say Road to Ruin is definitely the better of the two. Kind of quasi-punk, more ska, but this is Madness, One Step Beyond. I pulled this one because it sounds the most like punk to me, even though it's a little more ska. For them, this is 79, and man, this is beat. This has been with me forever. Look at that spine. It's nasty. Some more obscure punk stuff. This is The Adolescents. This is on Frontier Records from 1981, I believe. And The Adolescents, I think these guys were... This was kind of a combination of many bands. You have Steve Soto. I believe Steve came from Agent Orange. And there was some other members, I think it was from Sonic Youth, that were on this. My memory could be tainted. I haven't listened to this in a long time. But anyways, his California punk band, The Adolescents. This is a compilation. This is Ceremony of Fire. I think this is on yellow vinyl. Yeah, it is. This is from the mid-90s, Ceremony of Fire. This is, I'm right from the back, 15 anthems of discontent, rage, and militancy. So this has hardcore, metal, punk, hip-hop, reggae, grindcore. This is the voice of the revolution and its heart and its soul. This is pretty rare these days. I remember getting this. I don't think I paid much for it at the record store back then. This was probably my junior year in high school, 11th grade. And I may have bought, God, I don't even remember what I bought that day, but I picked this up as well. There's some killer metal on it and some killer punk on it. But like I said, it's actually pretty rare. I think I've only ever seen this on vinyl one other time. And other than that, I've seen it on CD a couple of times. But a killer compilation, Ceremony of Fire. There's some bullshit that this is like, some story about somebody that pled guilty from destroying a Michigan State University research lab for fur farms, or weird. Cool album though. This is another one that I don't see around very often. This is a UK import. Don't pay more than £3.99. And this is Calling It Duke Street. So this is an anti-fascist pop compilation LP. But it's more indie pop. This has a cool label on it. Love this label. says Duke Street, and this is more indie pop. And it's got a punk edge to it, and I kind of lump it in with the punk. It's indie pop that reminds me of like a Jesus and Mary Chain, especially some of their less fuzz guitar stuff. But this is very cool, highly worth checking out for anyone that's into indie pop with a punk edge to it. Really good stuff. You might be able to find some sound clips online, but I think the album tends to get up there in price. Calling it Duke Street. Another very cool one. So this is MDC, Millions of Damn Christians. This Blood's for You. I have to be careful opening this, it falls out. But this opens to a gatefold. And the reason it opens like that is because in the back you have order form. I think this is from the late 80s. I was in middle school at this point. From 87. And this LP, I'm not even going to read off the song titles. They get a little offensive. But this is definitely something I was digging in my... I heard recently, my parents hate me and the world is against me, so I have to listen to music to express my angst and desire to grow phase. I was just a loud-ass teenager at this point, just making as much noise as I could. And so this, I don't see this very often either anymore. This is MDC. It's actually not a bad album. Naked Aggression. I think this is... damn, was this a Texas punk band or Oregon punk band? Something like that. But this is Naked Aggression. This is, again, high school years. This would be 11th grade, my junior year. So this is Naked Aggression, March March Along. Let's see. It's on Mighty Records, okay? So, not a bad album. I haven't listened to it in a long time, but it is definitely hardcore punk. Very, very fast, very loud. Not a bad album, definitely one worth checking out, and one I hung on to. It's actually, with the exception, I guess, of a couple of spines. These are all still in pretty good shape, and they've been moved around a couple of times. Okay, right, so, yeah. Compilation, Punk and Disorderly. This is 1982 on Plush Boy. And this is a compilation, so you see on the back, I'll just let you read the bands, but you have stuff like Vice Squad, Dead Kennedys, GBH, Test Tube Babies, Peter and Test Tube Babies, Abrasive Wheels, Disruptors, Red Alert, yada yada yada. So just a very cool punk compilation. I've had this for a long time. Last few here, of course, the Sex Pistols. This is my original copy of Nevermind the Bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistols. This one has definitely been through the boxes, like the bottom has come unglued. It's not split, just unglued. The spine is starting to go, but I really don't care. That's a classic. This is The Great Rock and Roll Swindle, Sex Pistols. Another fairly tight album. Love the cover on this one. Great Rock and Roll Swindle. This is the Sex Pistols on Virgin at this point. This was given to me last year by Kevin, Collector of Music, another VC member. This is Better Live Than Dead. This is a Sex Pistols bootleg. Lots of discussion over when this was recorded. It was released in '88, but most signs seem to point to 1976, 77 era. As far as bootlegs go, it sounds like it was recorded on a cassette recorder. I mean, the sound just is not great. You really can't hear Johnny most of the time, but you can hear the band really well, and the band sounds great. And this is one that's just caused a lot of great discussion. Like, are they playing faster, or was it just recorded two clips too high or too fast? Not a bad album. It's a great listen, though, if you're a Sex Pistols fan. And this is the last one I pulled out in terms of punk. This is Johnny post-Sex Pistols, and this is Public Image Limited, live in Tokyo. Johnny is back to being John Lydon at this point, and this has... Oh, there's the inner sleeve. I took the vinyl out of it. This is a double LP set, Public Image Limited. Not a bad record, to be honest with you. Definitely one I felt like hanging on to at the point where I was kind of weeding out my punk. And I think there was some more inserts in one of these I wanted to show you before I wrapped this video. There was one that had like some really cool quarter stuff in it. I was actually kind of shocked that I had it all. Was it calling? It was calling it Duke Street. Okay, so I showed you calling it Duke Street, and calling it Duke Street came with a free 7-inch And I think there was just also some cool stuff in there. Yeah, like Turntable Friends record. So this is straight out of the UK for some new releases that are coming out. I was just shocked when I pulled it out and this stuff was still in it. And an Anti-Fascist Pop compilation LP. This is like release notes about the whole record, which I thought was pretty cool. So, Joe and BC, anyone that was interested and watched, that is the extent of my punk collection. I tried not to pull anything that was kind of new wave, synth pop, pseudo punk. So that's what I have left in terms of my collection. For punk these days, there's probably 15 LPs or so. Like I said, anyone that's got an extra copy of London Calling running around, call me in London, because I'm down. Alright, everybody take care. Everyone have a good night. Thanks for watching. Joe, hope you liked it, man. Talk to you guys soon. Ciao.